Today I'm going to talk about my experience with limerence and trying to manifest somebody and how I basically got over my limerence. I realized it was a dead end and there's just no relationship there. So I'm talking about a very specific situation where a person is obsessed with someone who does not reciprocate, and I was that person that was obsessed with someone. I thought I was in love with him. And obviously he didn't like me very much, and that's absolutely fine. But limerence is basically an intense love or longing or desire for someone who doesn't reciprocate. And in many cases, they don't reciprocate at all. They're no contact, which means they're basically ghosting you, they've blocked you, they don't want to be around you, but you, for some reason, are chasing after them. And obviously that's unhealthy. I was obsessed with someone who clearly did not want to be with me, and I wasted a lot of time trying to manifest this person with witchcraft, tarot readings, manifestation coaching. And I'm not saying that those things can never work, but if you're obsessed with someone and they've blocked you, you really shouldn't be trying to use witchcraft to try to get them to talk to you. I mean, it's kind of like when you step back from the situation, you start realizing that it's actually quite embarrassing to be obsessed with someone who doesn't want to be there. You can probably find better ways of spending your time, and it's not to say that you're not allowed to desire love or romance. I'm a huge advocate that you are allowed to want those things. That's a totally normal thing to desire. Desiring love and romance is normal. However, if you're so obsessed with someone that it's ruining your life, maybe that's a sign you need to step back. Maybe that's a sign you need to ask, does this person even actually like me? And deep down, you might know the answer to that question. If they've blocked you, if they've ignored you, if they've gone no contact with you, they probably don't like you. And instead of paying for witchcraft or manifestation coaching, maybe you should find someone who does like you. And it's hard being single. It's awkward. It doesn't feel good, especially if you want marriage, children, a serious relationship. It's painful being single. But the answer to that, the solution is not, obsession with another person. The solution is, going through the grief of being single and trying to fill your life with things that make you happy. And maybe you'll meet somebody and maybe you won't. But the answer is not obsession. What are some of the things that made me realize this man doesn't love me? It had been 4 years of no contact, and I did not know if he was alive, so that might be a clue. It was 4 years. It just doesn't make sense that it would take 4 years for a person to, respond to my friend request and make an effort to reach out to me. We had known each other for a year. Really more like acquaintances than actual friends, and it just really doesn't make sense, like I say, that it would take 4 years for a person to speak to me or reach out to me or respond to me. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense that it would be so. Like, a person doesn't forget to contact you. I highly recommend you check out the book, He's Just Not That Into You, because, quite frankly, if a person makes zero effort to speak to you or interact with you, then it's possible that they're just not that into you. They just don't find you attractive, or they don't like you, or they don't have the emotional capacity to be in a relationship with you right now. And if that's the case, it still kind of boils down to this person is not a good fit for you. Whether they truly did forget how to use a phone and speak to you, or they just don't want to use a phone and communicate with you, it boils down to the same thing, which is that they are not the man or woman or person for you if they make zero effort to be around you. You have to get over this. Just get over it completely. Go to therapy. Read He's Just Not That Into You. Find some hobbies. Try to meet people in real life, because one of the big underlying issues with all of this is loneliness. It's people who are lonely. If you are so lonely you're obsessed with someone for years, that's really sad. You should not be chasing after this person. They don't want you. They don't want to be with you. They don't forget. They don't forget how to use a phone. They don't forget how phones work. They don't forget, oh, I love this woman, I just kind of forgot to speak to her for several years. That doesn't really make sense. The only thing that makes sense is if this person, you boil it down, they don't like you. That's okay that they don't. But you kind of have to be aware of that and move on with your life. It's a waste of time, of life, of love you could be giving to yourself and to other people to obsess over somebody that doesn't want to be with you. And I wish someone would have sat me down and given me the book, He's Just Not That Into You, with the chapters and the headings and all that. If he's not asking you on a date, if he only hangs out with you when he's drunk, if he's a bully, if he's married, if he's not having sex with you, he's just not that into you. He's just not. If someone likes you as a person and they can't find any way on earth of communicating with you, that's really odd. That's really abnormal. Doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense that this person somehow forgot how a phone works. It's more likely that they just don't like you. And you deserve someone who actually wants to be around you. You really do. You don't want to waste time with a person who doesn't like you, and you don't want to accidentally stalk or harass them. So, yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to focus that love on yourself, or maybe get a pet. That's not the same as romantic love, but your energy kind of has to go somewhere, and obsessing over a man who doesn't like you is not healthy. And I will make further videos on this, but I just wanted to get all of that out, and I'll talk about my own process of getting out of limerence in more detail.